completely forgot to show you guys my gorgeous pumpkin that I got that is glass blown. Just look at how pretty it is. It really is gorgeous. So yeah, I got it from Burke's Outlet actually. It's so pretty. I just love this pumpkin. I'm gonna get to leave this up literally all throughout November too, so happy I got it. Good morning. It is Monday. It's actually Halloween today, so happy Halloween. We're not doing anything for Halloween today. We don't have any plans for Halloween today. Nathan's still on night shift this week, so I did want to film like a what I eat in a day type of video, so I'm gonna show you everything that I eat today. It's actually like almost 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten anything yet. Normally, like, if I eat a lot on the weekend or something like that, then, like, Monday, like, I'm really just not hungry, so I didn't really want to eat too much today, so I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm about to find a snack now, and I'm going to film what I'm cooking for dinner. I did have coffee already, and then Nathan and I went for a walk around, like, 12-something. So, yeah, I am going to make some, like, chicken sausage meatballs for dinner with some rice. Probably make cauliflower rice for me, so it should be super good. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I make. Also wanted to do a plant update. I have a little zucchini that is growing. I finally pollinated it myself, like my friend told me to, so I'm hoping that this one actually grows fully and doesn't die like that one. That one died. So hopefully it'll grow. So I think I'm just gonna I've been eating one of these lately with some cream cheese, but today I think I'm probably going to make it into like a little sandwich type thing. I don't eat these that often. Like, I just bought these. I normally try to stay away from things that have like a ton of carbs in them, but since I'm just gonna eat cauliflower rice for dinner and not any carbs, I think this will be okay for breakfast. And then maybe just like a little egg sandwich with like, I can't really decide if I want to use like some like ham or something on there, or if I just want to use eggs, because sometimes like I'm just not really a big meat person, and I feel like especially for like breakfast food, like I don't really care for it. So I might just do egg, cheese, and then some lettuce, so we'll see. Or spring mix. Just gonna toast those up. So I think I'm just gonna do scrambled eggs, and then I'm gonna do a dash of heavy cream to make them creamy, and then add some cheese to them, and then probably just put those over the top with, I did decide, I think I am gonna use some like turkey breast or like ham or something like that to go with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna scramble these up and then add some of this cheese that I get from Sam's Club, and then some salt and pepper, and then put that over my bagels. My eggs are nice and fluffy and they're done. So I'm just gonna add some mayo to my bagel and then put my eggs and then some of this spring mix and some of the ham that I wanted to put on there. It should be good. So this is the ham that I get from Publix. It's cherrywood smoked ham, so that's the kind I'm gonna put on there. I am just gonna warm this ham up in the pan because I'm like really weird about mixing cold foods with like warm foods. So I either want it to be all cold or all warm. So I'm just gonna warm these up just a little bit and then assemble my bagel. So I got my ham all warmed up and put on there, so this looks really good. And then I'm just gonna put spring mix on there if I can get it open. And here we go. Just looking for pieces that are good. I've had the spring mix for a minute, so it's about time that it goes, but I should have some good pieces in here, so I didn't want to waste all of it, you know. But this looks pretty good, so this is what we're going to do. This is going to be breakfast and lunch, and then I will see you guys at dinner. But yeah, this is what we got, and I am just going to go eat this, and I'll see you guys at dinner. Alright, we are making dinner now. So I'm making some chicken, and I'm gonna use pork as well. So chicken pork meatballs and like in a spinach cream sauce. So it should be really good. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna make for dinner today. I'm following a recipe that I actually got off of Pinterest. So the first thing that we need to do is go ahead and chop up our vegetables. So I'm just going to chop those up. So we've got a yellow onion, some garlic, and then we also have some basil that I got from my garden. It called for parsley, and I didn't have parsley, so I just used half that amount in basil because I know basil is a very strong amount. So yeah, I'm just going to chop these up and then set them aside. I'm just going to put this in here for now so I can set it aside because I actually won't need the onion until much later. To be honest with you, I don't think I should even do a whole onion because the recipe calls for like one small yellow onion. I didn't have a small one, so I think I'm going to save this for later. So then we've got 4 cloves of garlic. It said some grated and some like minced. Yeah, so I'm just going to mince all of this. Does anybody else like cut the tips off, or is that just me? I feel like some people do, like some people just throw them in there like with everything, but like for me, like I don't know, like I feel like these hard tips are probably not something I would want in my meal. So that's just personal preference for me. Of course, I don't know if you're actually supposed to cut them off or not, or like if it really matters. But yeah, so I think I am gonna grate the other ones. I'm gonna use these 3 big ones for the meatballs, or maybe these 3 big ones for the meatballs, and then these for the rest of the recipe. So for the rest of the recipe, I just have to have them in the pot. So okay, so these I'm gonna grate into the mixture, and then I'll just save the garlic, and it has to go on at the same time as the onion anyway, so I'm just gonna put it in the same thing. So yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I love the smell of garlic. It is just so fragrant, so yummy. Okay, now everything else that has to go on this cutting board is going to be like raw meat. So that's why I wanted to do all of the vegetables first. So the recipe actually called for turkey, but instead of using turkey, I just had this sausage, and I was like, oh, this will probably be just as good. So I'm just gonna measure out half a pound. It's like mild Italian sausage that I'm using. 2 of these is over a half a pound, but it should be fine. I'm gonna take them out of the casing that they're in, and I'm probably gonna freeze the rest of them. But yeah, so this is a ground chicken, and this is also what has to go in the bowl. So I cooked rice as well because rice had to go with the recipe. Cooked the rice for Nathan because he loves rice. I'm gonna use cauliflower rice for myself whenever I do make it for me. So as you can see in my bowl, I have my ground chicken and my ground pork. And then the recipe also calls for like a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. So, or half a teaspoon. So I'm just gonna add a bunch of these. Give it some kick. And then it says like 1 bouillon tablet. I don't have a bouillon tablet, but I do have this tomato bouillon with chicken flavor Knorr. So I'm gonna add that much of it. That seems like a lot, but it's really, this is like a really mild flavor, so no big deal. And then I also need to add a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And this is a garlic. This is like a garlic and herb black pepper sea salt seasoning. This stuff is like, I just bought it. It smells really good. It has everything that Italian seasoning has in it, just a little bit of extra stuff as well. So I think it'll actually be really good in here. So I'm gonna try it. And then black pepper, but I'm gonna go a little light on this because that other seasoning did already have some black pepper in it. Just not super light. The chopped basil. These are gonna be so good. And then for the garlic, I'm gonna grate the garlic in there with a grater. And I'm excited for the holidays. And Nathan and I are actually going on a little getaway trip pretty soon to the mountains. And then, of course, my birthday is next week too, so I'm excited about that. Well, sorta. You know, after you turn 25, then you kind of stop getting that excited about your birthday. But yeah, so I'm going to try to mix this up with a fork until I can't anymore, and then I just gotta get in there with my hands, which I hate because it's gross. But to be honest with you, your hands are really the way to go when you're making meatballs. Alright, fine. Alright. I give up. I'm in some meatballs. Actually, I think this is going to make plenty for us. Alright. I swear nothing bothers me more than touching raw meat. But luckily, I have an ice cream scoop. So I'm going to use my ice cream scoop to form the meatballs, which will be nice. And then I'm just going to put them on this paper plate because we're not perfect around here, guys. We use paper plates. So this should be a good size. I'm not sure. Oh shit, I realized something. I forgot to put the cheese in. No wonder they were so sticky. Alright guys, hold on. Man, I'm glad I realized that. Alright, I have to put half a cup of cheese in. So I'm gonna use the Members Mark Monterey Jack cheddar cheese that I usually use. Almost ruined them by not putting in the best part. I would have been trying to figure out what was wrong with them. Not as sticky, so that's nice. It kind of reminds me almost of sausage balls, but not, because they're not completely sausage, you know. It's working pretty well, so, okay. Now, with their knife, or is it just me? I always just, the way to like melt the butter, move it around the pan, all that good stuff. Just do it like that. I feel like it works beautifully. So, alright, so now we gotta fry the meatballs for 8 to 10 minutes. So, we are gonna use this baby. Just set them in the pan and cook them up real nicely. I was talking to Nathan not that long ago about how I wanted to make some like Swedish meatballs, and then I saw this recipe, which is not Swedish meatballs, but it's another recipe for creamy turkey chicken meatballs, and I was like, this sounds really good, so that's what we went with. So I'm just going to continue cooking these for the next 8 to 10 minutes, and I'll see you when they're done and cooked all the way through. you saw me checking them with something red, it is a meat thermometer, and it's just if you do not have one, I encourage everybody to get a meat thermometer. It makes cooking so much easier, and it will make your life 100 times easier. That's all I'm saying. So, we are going to add in some more butter as per the recipe says. And then we're going to add in our onions and our garlic until they are translucent. And then we will add in the rest of the liquids. Okay. And then like we should be done really quick because the rest of it after this is just pretty simple. The main thing that took the most amount of time and all that stuff was just cooking the meatballs. So after the meatballs are done, everything else just kind of falls along with it. So it's gonna be super yummy. It smells so good, you guys. Can't wait to eat it. I'm actually not gonna eat it at the same time as Nathan though because he's gonna eat pretty early. It's 4 o'clock and he has to be at work at 6. So he leaves the house around 5 something, so I'm really just cooking this right now for him, and then I'm going to eat later, and I'll talk to you guys later when I'm eating. Okay. Now that those are fragrant, I have to add some chicken stock and then some heavy cream. This recipe calls for a ton of heavy cream, by the way, so just keep that in mind if you make this. It's going to be a lot of heavy cream, which is fine. It's just, you know, if you're trying to stay away from dairy, wouldn't suggest it. I have to add this, and then I have to add 1 3/4 cups of heavy cream. And if you've ever cooked with heavy cream, that's a lot of heavy cream. So I'm going to start by just adding a cup because I really don't think I'm going to need that much. So that's a lot, yeah. I don't even usually add that much. I think that's just too much. But we'll see. I'm just gonna let this simmer, cook. And then we have to add like a cup of like Parmesan cheese too, but we add the Parmesan cheese last, so. And then you have to add 3 cups of spinach. So, good bit of spinach. It will start wilting really soon. After all the spinach has been wilted down, then I'll start adding the other stuff. Oh wait, I forgot. Oh, you're supposed to season this, you know, so it tastes with salt and pepper. So, salt. And then it also calls for some, I'm just going to add these Alessi authentic premium sun-dried tomatoes. They come out like all bunched up. There we go. To give it some good flavor. Nathan's not crazy about sun-dried tomatoes, but I figure adding just a couple is not going to hurt too much. So, do that. And then add a shit ton of Parmesan cheese, and then we should be good to add the meatballs back in. This is Parmesan cheese that I normally get from Publix. I don't really know what it's called. I can't remember, but it's like it just comes in this triangle. You should see it if you know what I mean. You'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, just use this one, and I'm just gonna like eyeball this because you can never have too much cheese. And if you see that stuff on the top, that's just from the sun-dried tomatoes. I did drain them, but some oil was still on them. I guess not gonna hurt anything. If anything, it'll just add more flavor. So, yeah, she's starting to thicken up now. And this may look like I'm like grating a lot, but to be honest with you, once you like press this down like in a cup, it's not a lot at all. So this will probably be like a cup and a half maybe of Parmesan cheese throughout the whole thing. It's a lot of dairy in this recipe, but you could probably always use coconut milk and then just don't put cheese in it, and it'll probably be just as good, to be honest. Alright. So I think I'm gonna add back in the meatballs now to get completely coated in all of this yummy goodness. I like that they're like crispy too, from like me cooking them. They almost look burnt, but I promise you they're not. It's just, they had cheese in them. So keep that in mind. The cheese probably just caused them to be a little bit crispier. Alright, I think we are done. We just gonna make me a plate and I'll show you what it looks like. Super yummy. Over some rice too. It's gonna be really good. Like I said, he's not the biggest fan of these sun-dried tomatoes because he's crazy, so I'm just not gonna put a lot of those on his plate. And this looks like it actually made a lot, so we're gonna have probably leftovers because, to be honest with you, 2 of these meatballs are like huge, so it looks so good. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the finished product. Look at how creamy those meatballs look. So nice looking, but it's gonna be delicious. All right, so I am making Nathan's plate now. So yummy looking. But yeah, this is the finished product. So yeah, super yummy. Can't wait to eat it. I'll let you know how he likes it. Alright, it is later now, and I am cooking cauliflower rice for myself, and then I'm going to make my plate. And this is the finished product on my plate with cauliflower rice. Perfect keto-friendly, low-carb meal. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Alright, I just cut into it, and look at this meatball. So yummy looking. I'm about to let you guys know how it is. Okay, we're taking the first bite now. So good. Well, I am gonna eat dinner and then I will catch up with you guys later. Well, that was so good, you guys. Seriously, that recipe is like 10 out of 10. You should definitely try it. But, so I get boxes from Influencer. If you don't know what Influencer is, I'll leave a link in the description in case you decide you want to sign up. But it's kind of where they send you products that you can review, and I've been doing it for many years now. So sometimes they will send me like multiple boxes at once, and I have like, sometimes it gets overwhelming. So I have like 3 boxes right now that I have not reviewed, and it's always like skincare stuff, unfortunately. And I'm like, well, I don't want to ruin my whole skincare routine by switching it up, but so I have to try these new products and then review them. But I just wanted to unbox this for you guys to show you what I got. So there's the Influencer thing, and then also it's by Solwasu First Care. It's an Asian skincare brand, Asian luxury skincare brand. So I was actually really excited to get this box, so I am pretty excited to try these out. And then there's just instructions here. And so it comes with the gentle cleansing foam and activating serum, and then also gentle cleansing oil, and then also a concentrated ginseng renewing cream. I'm probably gonna like this a lot. I love serums and like certain creams, so I'm definitely gonna love this one a lot. And then the other one I got was just a small one, and it says your next favorite thing is here, and it's a clean living box, and it has just 2 things in this one. It has some Main Magic 10-in-1 primer, which is supposed to be good for your hair for like heat protection. I haven't straightened my hair in a really long time, and I probably, now that I have this, I might straighten it, but this is really probably just something I would use to put in my hair before I diffuse it, so that way it would protect it against the heat of my hair dryer. And then it also came with some hemp hearts, which I do like hemp hearts. There's These are great to go on top of smoothie bowls if you have not had them. They have a ton of fiber in them and a lot of protein. They're great. So yeah, that's what I got from Influencer. And the other box I have from them is like a another skincare box, but I've already opened it and then put the stuff away. But it's like Codex Shant. So yeah, I have to try all these products and let you guys know how they are. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do try the meatballs, let me know. If you need any more ingredients or like directions or anything like that, just, you know, let me know and I'll put the recipe. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put the recipe from Pinterest in the description, so that way if you guys want to try it, you can. But thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good week. Thank you.